With Rakhee and Andrew are here to speak to us about the second season of Run the Burbs. We love the first season so much. Congratulations on getting a second season. I'm sure there'll be a third, but how's the response been? Tell us what some of the feedback's been from this first season.
It's been so nice. It's been
really
so
positive. Yeah.
I love when you tell me about it because like I see it, but then when it was approaching you, that was like so.
Yeah, it's so funny. People do just come up to me and they're like, "Are you Camille on the show? We love the show."
Yeah.
So it's really nice actually to see. Because it felt like we were in a bubble when we were shooting it,
Right.
And then even when we were watching it, like I couldn't even have like a huge viewing party. I had to have only a couple people over to watch it.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to see people, but also see people.
And like, I get recognized
Yeah.
on the street there, and I always be like, "Hey, watch my new show! Watch my new show!" And they're like, "No, that's the show we're watching.
Yes.
We're watching Run the Burbs. We love it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it means so much, and we're hearing stories of their connection to it. That's all we wanted. It's so nice to hear.
It's amazing. Oh, take us on some of the story arcs your characters Camille go through, and also Andrew. I mean, I know one of the themes that having previewed a couple of the episodes is failure, and just sort of I know. Andrew, you're trying to find a job. You're trying to go for it, and then Camille, you're also just trying to get your catering business off the ground still. So, tell us a bit about some of the themes and where your arcs take you to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of exploration of trying and failure.
Yeah.
Friendships and cultural identity that comes through a lot.
Right.
A lot of intergenerational family dynamics that we see. And I think it's really beautiful to see Camille and her relationship to the family grow. And that being her extended family, her father, and some other fun
surprises.
people that we'll see.
Yes.
But also her relationship to her entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And how, so many people in the pandemic started doing their side hustle job, and that became their job.
Yes.
Camille's experiencing that, and it's really, I think, fun to play, and it's really fun to watch. I think a lot of people will connect with it.
Yeah, I think for us, the season was about giving every fam member an arc of them taking on the world. So for Andrew, it was going back into the workforce, trying to get a job. Camille, it was leaving a job and starting her own thing, her own passion. Andrew was following his passion in a space that he couldn't get into. Yeah. And we see it with all the characters. So, but no matter what, this family's got each other's back. Exactly. And I wanted to showcase that. Life isn't easy. No. But for the fams, they got each other. And as long as they got each other, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I love that. And I know with Kia, her storyline, we see her experiencing a little bit of heartbreak for the first time. So, she's growing up. And also Leo, he's just trying to be a good brother. And it's so sweet and endearing. Will you tell us a bit about, the experience working with the kids who are so wonderful in this show?
It's so funny in real life. You're seeing them grow as performers on screen. Behind the camera, they're becoming much more confident with their acting.
You see it. You see it.
Yeah,
you see it. Yeah.
Like Zaraya as an actress is so much more confident in asking questions now about intent and motive, and you see it translate. And with Roman, he's so silly and goofy. He's just trying things, and it works.
He's kind of bringing it in. It's really cool.
Yeah. It's so nice working with them, and
Yeah, they're a real joy to be around because they bring a different energy to set as well. They have a lightness to them and a joy, and they're just there to have fun and to play. And I think that translates into the energy on set, where we maybe had a tough morning. I mean, doing a billion takes of something.
Yeah.
And as much as it is fun, sometimes it's tiring.
I get it.
And then the kids come in and they're a ball of sunshine, and you're like, all right, cool. This is what we needed, a little shake up.
We need that energy, my gosh.
It's funny because we're stepping into these roles. There's times where the kids have to say lines you're old, and it hurts me genuinely. I think I saw it in your face in a couple takes this season. They made a comment, "You're so ancient, Mom," and you're like, "How dare you?"
That hurts on a personal level, not even just oh my gosh. I get that.
But
oh
aging is a wonderful thing.
Yes.
That's all age in our own way. I love it. But yeah, when the kids say it to you, you're like, "How dare you?"
Yeah.
Oh, being 30 and 40 today is a lot cooler than it was. When we were growing up seeing that. So
yeah.
Okay, one of the themes that overarches the show, and I love that the show prides itself on an inclusive and diverse cast. So many inclusive characters in the show. Are there any surprises that we can expect on this upcoming season?
I'm not even hiding it. We see more of our family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to have an South Asian family on TV, you got to see the extended family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get to see more of Camille, for
Yeah.
example,
Yeah.
like extended family, and it's so nice to have other actors on set who are like South Asian actors, because it just feels like I'm going into my aunt's house, but we're
Yeah.
in holding, you know.
Aw.
And when we're like, it's just nice to chat to them in between breaks and stuff like that. So it's been a really lovely experience,
Yeah.
bringing all these other folks and these other actors into the world.
We'll say Sharjeel Razul
Yeah.
comes in and he's fantastic.
Right.
Anne Pornell from Great Canadian Baking Show.
Oh, I love that
is
show. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
A gift to Canada.
Yeah.
Gavin Crawford.
Yeah.
And we're always looking at people we can bring in that add that energy to the show.
Even like the parts that aren't necessarily as recurring, like
Yeah.
smaller parts.
Yeah.
They're bringing in heavy hitters. Like you're
Yeah.
bringing in, they're beautiful roles, and the actors that come in,
Yeah.
they give so much, and they're all comedians. You've hired a lot
Yeah.
of great
Yes.
comedians.
Yeah.
And it really shows. It really adds joy to the day.
Yeah, we even brought in our executive producer, Neelu Handa, joins the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Look, it's just one of those things where like Neelu's such a talented performer.
Yeah.
It's also a talented writer, and so there's a role came up. We're like, oh, Neelu, you gotta play this role.
Yeah.
And so for us, it's so much joy because we're playing truly with our best friends.
Yeah.
And then we're playing with people that we admire, and then we're playing with people who come to set. If we don't know them, by the end of the day, we are their biggest fans.
Yeah.
Aw,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. The realtor.
Oh, the realtor.
The-
She took a swing in her audition.
Uh-huh.
She was
That
so
was,
good.
and Neelu pointed out. Neelu's like, go back and watch her audition.
Yeah.
And I went and did. I'm like, oh, that is a swing, and I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how far along in this season is this? So I'm cognizant because I need to.
Oh,
see
you're like
this.
later on. It's
Oh, later on.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Episode
Okay.
10.
I can't even keep track anymore. 10. It is 10.
10
Yeah,
episodes.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me the one big takeaway you hope the viewers are going to take away from the season that's a little bit different from what they got away from season one. What are you hoping they're going to take home with them?
I think in season one it was like just developing, exploring the characters, and setting up the world.
Yeah.
In season two, it's truly seeing them take on that world, and not everything is easy.
Yeah.
The world is not easy.
There's a lot more like conflict that happens, and not like hard conflict or anything, but like you see them struggle as parents with their parenting style sometimes.
Yeah.
You see them struggle to speak to the kids at times.
Struggle financially.
Financially struggle.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of more topics that are sort of that come onto the fans,
Yeah.
and you see them struggle with it and get on top of it, or like reach to each other for support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah.
Like that's to me that's the relatable thing about the show. Like, family isn't perfect.
Yeah.
Our day to day isn't perfect. We've seen that, and so just for us, it was like being true to these characters and how they take on the world. But it was nice, and I remember sitting down with Rakhee before this. What we were writing season? I'm like, what do you want? She's like, I want vulnerability in the characters.
Yeah.
And in the first episode that you watched, like, Andrew's in the bed and just like he doesn't know what to do with himself.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
tough, when you don't know your worth, and as an entrepreneur, it's tough when you're like, there's like,
Carving out a space, you don't
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
you're doing.
yeah,
Exactly.
you've been good at one thing, but you got to do 50 other things
Yeah.
that you don't know what you're
It's
doing.
nice to see the struggle.
Yeah.
It feels
Yeah.
relatable, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first season was about setting it all up and us
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah.
Now we're really getting into your
Yeah,
headspace
we
and
learned-
understanding what. Yeah.
You found out who the neighbors are, you learn about them, and now the neighbors are just part of that of that set. They're part of the setting, they're part of the world. So they come in ways that it's like really fun, and we get to play with the neighbors and all this like other characters.
The comedy comes easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The comedy comes easy, and it's so fun seeing these characters deal with all things happening. But like, I love whenever someone comes to set, like it's just so the comedies came naturally this season. Yeah.
Oh, so exciting. I can't wait for the world to witness the second season. I myself can't wait to see the rest of the episodes. Thank you so much for chatting.
Thank
It's
you
been a
so
blast.
much, Will.
much.
I appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye.